He min raises my blind, just gonna fold. We get folds here as well. Three seven suited, tasty. Not. Yeah, I know 5 cents not the most interesting of poker. It's not the most interesting poker to be watching, but you know, I think it's just as credible to be commentated on than any other kind of poker. And I think sometimes at this level it can be harder to win than at slightly higher levels, because it's harder to like figure out the play that's going on. Okay, we've got blind v blind pot here. Quite a dirty board. Zargani thinks for ages and then leads out for 50 into 76, and Sharakov just folds. Get ace-9 off in the big blind. Don't really want to be playing that there. I don't have to. Ace-4 off. King-10 off. It's not very interesting. I'm going to come back when something interesting is happening. Okay, there was a big pot just went on here. I'm going to bring this back. This guy earlier, I forget what he did earlier now. He leads out for 40 into 65 when the pot is checked to him. Fuck's sake. And config man flat calls, confirming his passive kind of play. And MMA hero checks behind when the 10 of hearts comes, and then config man randomly leads out. I'm probably gonna be free betting here. I've only seen him raise one hand and he showed aces though. I don't really like flat calling there with 2 people behind me. But I don't really expect these guys to squeeze. I don't think they've got it in them to do it. I'm going to be squeezing myself there. And I hit top 2. And he leads out 70 into 91. Just going to flat call. Not much need to raise. Might raise the turn there. No, I'm just going to flat call again. Quite gross, but I'm pretty confident he's going to bet the river. He just checks the river, so now I'm going to value bet for... I think he might have like ace king here, and I think he'll pay me quite well. Or he might have jacks or something, and he's going to find it hard to lay it down. I'm going to flat call there. So I'm going to bet quite large. I'm just going to bet 4. Hope he pays me off. I think he'll call a larger bet, and he does. And I take it down. Quite a tasty little succulent pot there. And we get a squeeze on the button. I'm just going to lay that down. Just going to fold that because I want to watch this pot. And I would have flopped a flush draw, which is pretty grim. But with no read on Henny, his squeezing range could have me totally crushed. So let's see what goes down. He bets very weakly on the flop. Probably does mean weakness. I don't think that's an overpair. So I don't think he was squeezing with an overpair. What do you think he's got here? Sharakov check raises him on that flop, which is a good play because I didn't look like an overpair. I'm going to put notes in that he did check raise on after this. And now he checks the turn, which is very weak. I think if you're check raising, you have to be leading the turn. And Henil shoves on him and he folds, and I was right. Check raised, 3-bet pot on a low connected flop. When oops. When faced with a weak looking c-bet. Now this is interesting because I've seen him basically bluff check raise his bet in a 3-bet pot, a weak looking c-bet. If I flop a monster, I think if I flop a monster like a set, and I don't know what to do, I think leading out for really weakly, like c-betting weakly, is going to induce a check raise from this kind of player, or induce him to play back at me. What do you want? What do you want? You can probably hear my cat. He's like senile. He's like 20 years old, or getting on to 20. He's like having a little baby. You have to like treat him like a baby. At least I'm going to be well prepared for I'm going to be well prepared for having a baby of my own when I'm older. Yeah, I'm going to pause it and see what he wants. Yeah, I think my cat's... Oh my god. Just when you think it's safe to come out, he just starts up again. Fucking hell. What do you want from me? How annoying is that, seriously? Just never experienced something like that. But yeah, I'm trying to think what he could want. I don't know what he could want. Maybe he wants... No, I've got no idea. Maybe he just wants a bit of attention. Probably just do that. Okay, he's now sitting next to me, nice and content. So hopefully he won't have any more fucking howling. Gonna raise up 2s. I'm not really getting anything going on this table. I might leave it and find another one. Because if you feel like a table's just not going your way, there's nothing keeping you there. Just leave and find another one. And a hand to note on this table. This table totally broke up while I was stroking like giving my cat attention, stroking him and whatnot, trying to make him shut up. And it became short-handed. And what pot was it? Is this one? I get aces from this guy who sat down with like $4, so don't know what the hell, why he just sat down with $4. But pretty standard. I 3-bet, he calls. Let me do it again. I 3-bet, he calls. That flop's unlikely to hit him, but to be fair, I know nothing about him. But it's a good flop for me. And I just check to induce a bet of some sort from him. And he just shoves. Or did he just shove? Yeah, he did just shove. Come on. He just shoved on me with his open ender, which is fine if he wants to play it like that. He was probably just going to leave the table, so he just thought, yeah, I'm just going to shove on him and then run away. But it didn't work out as you expected, my friend. And my aces hold up. I fade the straight. So now I'm up to nearly 3 buy-ins on this table. Been running pretty well. What the fuck? This guy just raised 120 for no reason. Okay, this table's turned into a fish paradise. I feel like I'm getting wet. I'm so badly in the sea, man. It's so fishy. he just shoves. That is probably kings all day, or something like that. Kings, aces. And he thought, the best way I can get value out of these aces, or kings, if I just raise mega big. And then he just runs, he hit and runs. I've never understood the mentality of hit and runners. I mean, I just can't imagine someone sitting on their computer, sitting down at a table, winning one big pot, and then just thinking, oh my god, my mission is accomplished, I'm just going to leave and cash out my $4 in 1p's or 1 cent coins, and then just have a bath in them. And then I don't know what they do with the money. What if you were winning on a table? Wouldn't you stay? I'm going to leave this table because I just don't get a good feeling about it. This will be my last hand on this table anyway. Probably just ironically going to get free bet on the button and have to fold. Oh my god, what a read. I knew that was coming. Yeah, I'm just going to leave. Yeah. I just didn't like that table. Wasn't getting anything going. I'm just going to join this one. And sit down here to make it easier to distinguish which table's which. Yeah, hit and runners. I just can't understand what the hell they do. I mean, I know what they do, I just don't understand why they do it. I mean, they sit down at a table, win like one pot, and then leave. I wonder where they go. I mean, where the hell do they go? Do they go and just stare at the cashier and just look at their $2 profit? Or, I don't know, I think I prefer the idea that they go to the bank and cash it out in coins and then have a bath in it. And then go, I'm rich, I'm rich. I don't know what they do. It's the most annoying fucking thing to get stacked by someone who you've been waiting to stack the whole time because they're so bad, and then they just leave with your money straight away.